You know, sometimes it's a lazy Sunday morning, you're beat from the week, and you just want to play something simple. But you know, even when you want to play something simple, you expect good controls, good graphics, and generally good gameplay. And in comes Sled Storm, a simple racing game where you race snow sleds. Is that what they're called? Snow sleds? I'm not even sure this is a real sport, but there is some footage in the beginning of this game, like a little montage of some clips from the gameplay, and also some clips of actual people racing these things. So it must be a real sport. And also, the montage is accompanied by Rob Zombie's Dragula, which is awesome. The game actually has a great soundtrack while you play. Obviously, I can't play it for you because all that music is copyrighted by Sony or whatever other big companies. But the music really does help out the pretty simple gameplay, and it makes it a lot more fun to play. So what is this game? Well, it's simple racing. You can have a championship race, or you can just have a quick one-shot race. You have a bunch of different racers to choose from, and all of them are good at some things and not so good at others, but you can always upgrade your sled as you go through the championship mode. So really everyone turns out to be good at everything at some point in the game. Now the controls in this game are really simple and they're easy to pick up, but at the same time they're very responsive and they're just good for a racing game. Like, the normal buttons just make you go left and right, X accelerates, square slows you down, and the L1 and R1 buttons help you make sharp turns, and then the R2 and L2 buttons, when you hold them, those make you do tricks. You don't win by doing something insane that involves 5 buttons to perform an insane trick. You win by just being tenacious, paying attention to the road, and not crashing. And all of that is in your hands because the controls in this game are good. Like, I don't know how snowmobiles, or as the game calls them, sleds, control in real life. I've never driven one before. I'm not Santa Claus. But the turning and the movement in this game is crisp and sharp and responsive. And also it depends on what kind of terrain you're racing on. If you're in the snow, if you're racing on some ice, or even if you're racing over like a frozen river. All of these variables change the way your sled maneuvers and how fast you go. There are several different levels in this game, but all the levels are pretty identical to each other, and this is simply because you're always racing in snow. I mean, these are snowmobiles. You don't expect to race in other types of terrains. Sled Storm is just a good racing game. It's not a traditional racing game. You're not racing cars. You're racing something different. So it's not a game for everyone, but because it has good controls, great music to accompany your gameplay, and pretty good graphics, it's definitely a game racing enthusiasts should all check out. It gets an official stanburdman rating of a 7.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.